Hi, it's Teresa. I'm back at my home in Anchorage, Alaska, and I wanted to share a story with you today. It's a story of a mother named Karen Klein, who was a marathon runner and a triathlete. And in December 2016, Karen and her husband and their 10-year-old son became stranded in a heavy snowstorm in their car near the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Because of Karen's training and the survival skills she had, she made the courageous decision to go for help while her husband and son stayed in the car. For over 30 hours, she trudged through deep snow, covering a distance of 26 miles. And as her water supply ran out, she made the difficult choice to drink her own urine to stave off dehydration. She was eventually found suffering from exposure and frostbite, but she was alive, and her family was rescued too. So this is an incredible story. There are other stories out there of people in really dire situations drinking their own urine to stave off dehydration. Now, drinking your own urine is not healthy. It's not recommended. Your urine is a waste product. It has bacteria. It has extra salt in it. If you continue to do that, it could lead to serious health problems, including death itself. But no one was critical of Karen in this situation of drinking her own urine because of the situation. The alternative was possible death for her and her family. So in this situation, this negative thing of drinking your own urine actually was a good thing for her to do. It allowed her to survive long enough to get rescued. So I was thinking about this and about negative coping strategies that people use. And I wanted to link Karen's story with someone who's experiencing severe emotional or mental pain, reaching out for something that might not be the most healthy thing for them to cope with what they're dealing with at the time. So negative coping strategies such as drinking or drugs or risky sexual behavior or self-harm are things that individuals can use as a coping strategy to find some relief from severe emotional or mental pain. And it can be our tendency sometimes to be critical of that action, those coping strategies, and to focus on getting that person to stop them. They've got to stop drinking. They've got to stop cutting, whatever it is. But I think we need to take a step back and get a better perspective sometimes. And instead of focusing on the negative behavior that's getting that person through the day, focus on what is the reason, what is causing the emotional pain that is forcing them to need a coping strategy in the first place. So just like drinking her own urine was a positive thing to get Karen to a place where she could be rescued, sometimes using a negative coping strategy can be a good thing if that gets us to the next day, if that keeps us from taking our own life. So that's my thought today, a different perspective on negative coping strategies. I don't encourage them, but I feel like focusing on them is the wrong thing to do. We need to have compassion. We need to know that in some situations it can be a better choice than other alternatives that that person is dealing with, and connect them to appropriate professional help so they can find a healthier coping strategy in the future. So that's what's on my mind today. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks.